Good day, everybody. This is Tsepo here from Cape Town, South Africa. I've had a lot of questions from people asking me, how do you withdraw your Bitcoins, okay, back into your local currency? Now, I'm in South Africa, we use South African rands. So what I'll basically show you is how to do that. As you can see, I've got an iPhone, okay. You might have an Android or whatever. You may even be using your computer, but the principle remains the same. So this is how the principle works, right? You've got your Bitcoins in your Bitcoin wallet. In my case, I use blockchain. Can you see the second one, the top row in the middle? That's my main wallet. Okay. Now, BitX, which is the first icon, that is what I use to convert funds from my local currency into Bitcoin and from Bitcoin into my local currency as well. That's when I want to take the money back into my bank account. And then if you look at the second row, there's Wirex and there's SpectraCoin and there's My Choice Card and there's Zappo. Those are merchants as well. I don't know if merchants is the right word, but they exchange my currency as well. Okay, so I can send funds from my blockchain wallet, okay, into my Wirex wallet, and then from Wirex I load my Wirex card because I've got a debit card from Wirex, and then that card I can take to any ATM and swipe my money out. All right. Or I can do the same with SpectraCoin. I can do the same with Zappo as well. BitX, you can do the same. It's just that BitX doesn't have a card. All right. What it rather does is that it links to your bank account. Okay. So if you understand how Bitcoin works properly, you've got a Bitcoin wallet. All right. And each app, in this case, BitX will have a wallet as well. Okay, so from that wallet, then I'm going to transfer it into my South African rands. So I'm going to take funds from my main wallet into my BitX wallet. All right. So follow closely. Just check what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to be focusing on these two apps, BitX and blockchain. So what I'm going to do first is that I'm going to go to BitX. I'll open it, and then it will ask me. It will tell me a few things there. There's the value of Bitcoin right now, 11,321 ZAR. You can see I've got some funds actually that I was supposed to buy Bitcoins with. Maybe let me do that quickly just so you can see. So there's a quick course on how to buy Bitcoin, okay? If I go to my menu and I go to accounts, you'll see that I've got funds here, 1,100 rands that I transferred from my bank account into BitX yesterday. So I wanted to buy Bitcoin with that, all right? And then I've got BTC of 0. So what should happen is that I'm going to buy Bitcoin, and after I buy it, I'll have a balance of 0 ZAR. So I'm going to go buy. All right, how much do I want to buy for? I want to buy 1,100 rands. You can see it's approximate value of Bitcoins. Then a reference, I'll just say extra. Okay. And then it's going to ask me, I can use a fingerprint on my phone. For some people, you have to put in a PIN code and all that. It doesn't matter, the same thing. There we go, it's done. So I've bought Bitcoin now. Look at my ZAR balance, it's 0. And my, come on now, BitX. And yeah, and my Bitcoin amount now is 0.09505. All right. So what I think I'll want to do from this is, okay, this is going to be a very long process, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to take these funds now. I'm giving you an extra course, I suppose. I'm going to take these funds, send them to my blockchain account. So I'm going to go to blockchain. You must remember that Bitcoin works similarly to email. All right. If I want to send you funds, I need your address first. What's your email address? So with funds here, I need your wallet address as well. So I'm going to say receive, and then I'm going to click on it. And with Android is a bit different. So I've copied my Bitcoin wallet. Now I'm going to BitX now. I'm going to say, hey, BitX, I want you to send funds somewhere. All right. It's going to ask me where. I'm going to say, I want to paste that address that I copied that site, send to this Bitcoin address. How much do I want to send? I don't know what the value is in rand, so I'm just going to click on the ZAR to change it to BTC. I'm going to say 0.09505. All right, you see there was like a 25 rand, 24 rands charge there, which is not that bad. It's okay. Then ask me for a reference again. I'm going to make it extra again. Then it's going to ask me to put in my PIN to verify. I'm going to use my fingerprint. Awesome, done. Now let's see. Okay, BTC I've got 0, ZAR I've got 0 as well. So if I go to accounts, it will also show the same thing. ZAR I've got 0, BTC has got 0. All right. Great stuff. So this is not starting on a clean slate. Now, remember that I've got funds now in my blockchain wallet that I would like to send back to BitX so I can send them back to my bank account. So what we're going to need to do, remember we're sending funds now into BitX. So we need BitX's wallet address, okay? So I'm going to click here and say, is it here? Okay. You see, sometimes it's just all, discovery. Gonna go to home, gonna click on more. I know that some phones are different. So I'm gonna say receive Bitcoin. All right. So there it shows me that is your Bitcoin. I mean, that's your wallet address for BitX. All right. So I can stipulate already here that I want how many Bitcoins or how much ZAR. So I'm just gonna leave it blank. I'm gonna click on it. I clicked on the QR code and it copies it. Great. I'm gonna go out of this app. I'm gonna go back to blockchain. I'm gonna log in again. Remember now that this step, now we're moving funds from my main Bitcoin wallet into another wallet which can convert Bitcoin into rands. And then can you see that a minute ago I received those funds 0.09545 Bitcoin. That's how quick Bitcoin is. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna say now I want to send funds. All right. I'm sending funds where I'm gonna paste that address that I copied. This is my BitX wallet address. How much do you want to send? Let me say I can either stipulate Bitcoin or USD, but to be more precise, I'm gonna say US dollars. I'm going to send, let's say $2. Is it okay? Let's make it three. Yeah, $3 because I still want to use this money. Eh? So great stuff. So there are my $3 that I want to send. I'm sending them away. I'm sending them to BitX. I'm gonna say continue. Ask me, are you sure these are the fees that you're gonna pay? Yeah, I'm sure. Send it. Sending transaction. Great, success. Payment sent. So you can see it is really that simple, hey? Just ask me later. And you can see the transaction is immediate. 7 seconds ago, it got initiated. And then something that you need to know as well is that Bitcoin transactions need to be confirmed. So as you can see at the bottom, there it says pending 0 of 3. So once it gets 3 confirmations, the transaction will be confirmed. Let's just check out of interest. This one also still needs confirmations. But if you look at one that is bright, you can see it's already confirmed. It will have the descriptions there as well. All right. Actually, something that I like doing is adding descriptions. And I'll say test withdrawal, so that I'll never forget. Withdrawal. Great. And update it. It's syncing that detail to my wallet now. The last time it took a while. On the computer, it works so much quicker to update these details. But anyway, I'll let it run in the background while I go back to BitX, because now within BitX, I should be receiving some Bitcoin. There you go, incoming, all right, 0.004076. It's coming in right now. If I click on there, it will tell me that, yeah, the transaction is incoming, transaction 0, and you see it's categorized as pending. All right, I think that the status will change. You see it says 0 confirmations. 3 confirmations are required for the funds to move from pending into transactions. So after the funds are in there, what I'm going to do, I'm going to say withdraw. Okay, actually, before I do that, let me just show you this. Before I do that, I'm going to go back to home and I'm going to say, you know what, I want to be able to sell my Bitcoin, because now I've got Bitcoin. I want to sell it for rent. So I'll say sell Bitcoin. It'll ask me how much Bitcoin do you want to sell. You'll see that it says here that I still have available. I've got available of 0 because the funds are not confirmed yet. But I'll basically do, I'll say 0.004, whatever that amount was. All right. And then I'll say next. Then if I say next, it'll probably say I don't have enough funds. Okay. Then I can say test. Excuse me. Test withdrawal. Got a bit of a cold here. Say next. See, it tells me that I've got insufficient funds. That's okay because I know that my funds are still being confirmed. All right. Anyway, after I convert that to rand, I'll come to accounts here, and then Bitcoin will still be zero, and then ZAR will have an amount. Excuse me. ZAR will have an amount there. Then from there, I can say withdraw. It will ask me how much I want to withdraw. Obviously, I'll know what my balance is. Let's say I say something like 30 rands. I'll say next. Then it will ask me what is the reference. I'll say test withdraw again. Okay. I'll say next. It will show me insufficient funds. But at this point, it would ask me for my bank details. And once you store them, they store there forever. You can add more than one bank account as well. And then yeah, then the funds will go through to your bank account. Now, as far as I know, there are two processing cutoff times during the day. One, I think, is at 9 a.m. and the other one is at 3 p.m. South African time. So if you want to receive your funds, let's say in the morning, request your funds before 9 a.m. If you want to receive them in the afternoon, request them before 3 p.m. One thing I would stay away from is doing Saturday late afternoon transactions because you'll only get those funds on Monday or even Tuesday morning. So late Saturday afternoons, avoid that. That goes for buying as well, buying Bitcoin as well. Sundays, avoid that. Okay, I would say even public holidays, avoid that. But you can read on. There's a help section here which will give all these things. You say, okay, fine. Let's say this is how you verify your account, deposits and withdrawing. Let's say for instance, I go to South Africa withdraw, and I say funding your BitX account FNB to FNB. FNB works the quickest, by the way. Standard Bank as well. The other banks are slightly slower because BitX uses FNB and Standard Bank. And then you can see ZAR withdrawal cutoff times. It says that withdrawals are processed based on the schedule below. ZAR, as I said, cutoff time 8 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon. Okay, 800 hours and 1500 hours, and then they're released at 900 hours and 1600 hours. That's Monday to Friday, excluding banking holidays. So Sunday I'd stay away from. I think you can still do it Saturday morning, but I would still stay away from them. From that, I'll just keep it for during the week and stuff. But anyway, that's it. That's about it. Let me just see how many confirmations we've got here now. Still zero. It's fine. I actually understand that yesterday transactions were a bit slow on the Bitcoin network, but it's not a problem. That they will be confirmed anyway. Okay, now that my transaction has been confirmed, I can actually show you that. Just click here, you'll see ZAR still zero, but BTC has got some amount there, equivalent of whatever. So I'm just gonna go now and sell this, because what I ultimately want to do is to withdraw, but I can't withdraw BTC. Okay, I must convert it first into ZAR so that those funds should reflect here, and then I can withdraw them. So I'm gonna say more. I'm gonna say sell Bitcoin. Now you can see the available Bitcoin I have there. Just notice that you can toggle between the two amounts, right? So I'm gonna say Bitcoin 0.004076. Okay, I'm gonna say next. Reference. I'm gonna call it test withdraw again. Withdraw. Next. Verify. Yeah, that's me. Done. That is cool. So now if you look at my BTC amount, 0.000013, which is equivalent to like 0 rands. But then if I look at my ZAR, I've got 45 rands in there. There's a small charge that I know BitX charges. I think it's up like $8 or something like that. So I can safely withdraw, let's say $30. I'm just gonna withdraw $30. So I'm just gonna go here, gonna say accounts. Now can you see my BTC is 0, but my ZAR is 45. So I'm gonna say now I wanna withdraw. How much do I want to withdraw, Seppo? Let me just go 45 just to show you what it's gonna do. Alright, I'm withdrawing 45 ZAR. Gonna say next reference. I'm also gonna call it test withdraw, because I know one day I'm gonna be looking at this like, what was I doing? Okay, I pressed next by mistake. It doesn't matter. It looks like they've changed this now, but can you see the fees reflected there? 8.50. So it means that they take it automatically. So what I'll actually be withdrawing is 36 cents for 65. So I'm gonna confirm that. Done. Yeah, you see my balance is 45 whatever. but available is that much. Because if you click there, it will say it's sent into Capitec. You see, I didn't change my bank details. Okay, but anyway, it's not a problem. I've got both Capitec and FNB. FNB would have reflected immediately, but it is no big deal. I think I would have received an email already. Come on, email. Alright, but I would have received an email already. See, the last time my mail synced was, yeah, there you go. You have requested a withdrawal of 36 and 65. Then it will tell me everything in there, blah 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 blah. Expected next business day, whatever. Yeah. So basically, that's how you do a withdrawal. That's it. As easy as that.